It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie John. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home. And guys, for the Suns, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball. Looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Somebody we'll be keeping an eye on tonight, Hassan Whiteside. He has revitalized his NBA career the last few seasons and is now arguably one of the more dominant bigs in the league, at least on the defensive end.
He reminds me of a good friend of me and Kenny's. Kenny's probably going to disagree with this, but he reminds me of Dikembe Mutombo. He led the league in blocks per game.
Are you serious?
Ridiculously efficient on offense because all he does is dunk. But on the defensive end, no, Ernie.
That's pretty good there, Shaq. That's pretty good.
No. K-Wong makes his suits. But I tell you, that's the guy who makes the K suits. All right, but I think he could be a little bit more dynamic on the offensive end. And if he does that, that could take him to SLN. You know what SLN is, right?
Shaq like numbers.
No question.
Yeah, and Mutombo, when he used to see your suit, what would he say?
Is that K-Wong suit? No, Dikembe.
Is that a Wong you're wearing?
No, this is not. This is a very. This is actually my man out of Chicago, Phenom.
Lamar?
Phenom.
Phenomenal. Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is a Reggie suit.
Lamar.
This is a Reggie suit, man. Look
right.
at this suit. Hey, Reg, I'm shouting you out. Nice suit, baby. Look at it.
Kevin Harlan, what are you wearing?
Miami and into an interconference game. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Eric Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. That effort permeates through the entire team. And with this much of the season in the books, you get the sense teams, Brent, are starting to view areas they need to address.
Yeah, this is always interesting, Kevin. If it's before the trade deadline, you may start looking around the league for players that might come in and get you poised for a playoff run by making a shift in your personnel.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Winslow and Bosh at the forward spots. Johnson is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Prez with the bucket.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Outside Bosh. Bosh double teamed on the wing. Johnson. Back to Bosh. Hits it from three-point range. Bosh has got himself on the board with three there.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Booker against Johnson. It's tipped. It's stolen by Dragic. Pulls up. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Dragic on the break. You never know what he's going to do, but luckily for his team, he made an outstanding move there.
Prez with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Warren kicks to Prez. Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got his first bucket of the night. for the Phoenix Suns. They're coming off a good outing against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan in that win. I mean, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
Yeah, their offense definitely carried them in that one. They passed it well, they shot it well, everything was working, and the points just kept on coming.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
He feeds it to Prez. Young outside, just 5 to shoot. Dishes to Prez. Stolen by Bosh. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. There's Winslow. Tries again. And Bosh with the layup. Bosh has got 5 now.
Persistence from Bosh, keeping after the ball on the offensive glass and following it up with a nice putback.
Prez passes to Bender. Warren against Winslow. Here's Prez. That misses off the backboard.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting.
Here's the screen. Back to Dragic. Fires for 3. And Dragan Bender gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Off the inbound. No good from Bosh.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again. You know, around the league, Chris Bosh is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating offensively.
And with Bosh in his play, he's still one of the best power forwards in the league. Brent, you have to include his name into that conversation.
Well, don't let Eric Spoelstra's secrets out of the bag with what Chris Bosh does for him defensively. That's where he shows so much versatility as a 4 or 5 man, completely mobile out there, and it allows multiple pick and roll coverages. Well, he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass, puts him in great position to score.
Warren dishes to Prez. Bender kicks to Prez. Bosh with some nice D.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
It's good. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
Well, the D presents a pretty good challenge, but Whiteside ultimately proves to be too powerful inside from there.
Dragic against Young to the paint. Got a piece of it. Warren the pass to Prez. Back to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. Young from outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, offensively, they got all the momentum behind them.
Let's go, hustle up. Hey, if we can't get a handle on Bosh, we can forget about walking out of here with a W. His post-up game is the best option they have going right now. I want us to front him on the block, put some pressure on that entry pass, and force them to swing the ball around. Defense, fellas, defense! Come on now, let's go.
Here, Warren. And Knight subbed in for Devin Booker. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Suns trail by 7. Here's Young. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. He kicks it to Prez. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
And Young kicks to Knight. There's the feed to Prez. The pass to Young. And again, it's the Suns missing. Miami leading by 9. Dragic with it. He had 19 points in the win against Detroit.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Prez with the screen for Dudley. Inside, Prez. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And how about the skill from Perez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact in the process.
Williams, he's checked in for the Heat. Waiters comes in for Winslow. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And for a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace, helps minimize possessions for both teams. And Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But again, a staple for Eric Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Shoots from the elbow, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. James Johnson's checked in for Goran Dragic. Suns trail by 7. 1:46 left to play in the first. Prez kicks to Knight. Stolen by Waiters. Passes to Bosh. Richardson up top. Feeds it to Waiters. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Heat shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the technical free throw is good. The Heat leading by 3. On the floor for Miami, they've got Winslow. Whiteside is out there with Derek Williams. Then it's Johnson, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Winslow is screen on Booker. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams, and it's off the back rim. No good. Pheonix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 15 points and a big assist night. Usually not known to be a creator for his teammates. He flat out dominated. The other team threw waves of defenders at him, but nobody could slow him down. He'll be looking to carry that effort into tonight's game. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, that's got to be a consideration. He was extremely worn down because of that load that he carried, but he's elite. I don't expect that from him. We'll see what he's got tonight.
Winslow dishes to Johnson. Williams, a screen on Booker. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's denied.
And you gotta respect the D. Perez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. It's stolen by Perez. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Young.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Johnson kicks to Winslow, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The topics that always seems to come up when players retire is what's next. Brent, you were a 14-year veteran in the league. How big of a change has it been from retirement to when you played the transition period in between and adapting to it?
Well, I thought about life after basketball for quite some time, and you know, Kevin, from knowing me, that broadcasting was something I was very interested in, so I had the opportunity to talk with a few people after I retired, and I felt like the timing was appropriate and seamless to be able to continue talking about players that I had played with, played against, coaches that I played with, coaches that I played against, and continue to pass along at least some of the knowledge and maybe some of the perspective that I've had throughout the course of 14 long, celebrated years in the game.
Fun years. Any thoughts to coaching?
Yeah, some thoughts to coaching. Eventually, when my boys get a little bit older, I'll coach somebody else's kids. Right now, I'll coach my own.
You'd be terrific. Now Dragic, he has 5. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Hard finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Winslow. Miami no good on that time either.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
To the middle, here's Prez, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Prez has got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns.
Yeah, and just superb work there by Young. So unselfish with the basketball. Really likes getting the ball to his team.
And here we go, Suns running again. On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Johnson. The drive by Booker. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Now it's a 4-point Phoenix lead.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Williams sets a screen for Johnson. Dragic left side. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Dragic has got 8 points.
Just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the 3-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
And did not seem happy.
Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there. He cannot continue to cut inside so freely. Let's gap him and invite the outside shot. He does not shoot it well enough to beat us from long range. No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
And some changes. Dudley comes in for Chandler. And it's Brandon Knight in for Booker. And a new group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Derek Williams. Dion Waiters checked in for Justice Winslow. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Goran Dragic. It's good. And it's 8 points for Justice Young. And with Dragic and his lack of turnovers, Brent, it's one of the reasons why he can play both guard positions with ease.
Well, I like how he can be aggressive, yet still play under control. That's when he's at his best. When the floor opens up and the Dragon has some space, he can light you on fire.
Agreed.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it. You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Over in the corner, Dudley. And Young kicks to Prez. Bender. Rebound by the Heat. Bosh has got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Suns have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Young dishes to Knight. Good on the triple.
Not a lot of talk going on defensively. That's a good shot for him.
The Heat trail by 3. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Knight, the basket drops. He gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bosh. It's rebounded by Prez.
This team is counting on him to knock down looks like that. It has to mess with your confidence a little bit.
Prez with the screen for Young. Inside. Prez with the bucket. And it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Yeah, really love Prez in these pick and roll sets. The D has no idea what he's going to do, which he uses to his advantage.
And here is Johnson. Johnson the screen with 4 seconds on the clock.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
And that does it for the first half of play. Suns lead by 6. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. Tyson, what was the difference in terms of adjustments?
Well, we did a better job of getting back in transition. You know, they took a lot of three-point shots and made them, and we were able to slow them down in the second quarter.
Tyson, see you in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Hey, if we can't get a handle on Bosh, we can forget about walking out of here with the W. And he's doing the most damage when he gets to his spot down low. I want us fronting him in the paint. Be active out there and deny the entry pass. No easy buckets. Now let's get out there and win this game.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Yeah, you just don't see this much, but he's setting up for a monster game tonight.
Prez, he's in at power forward. Young is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Warren, and it's Bender in at the center. So that's who Earl Watson starts the second half with. 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. From down in the low post, it goes. Whiteside's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Heat. Here's Young. He dishes it to Prez. Here's Bender. Miami grabs the miss. Bosh has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside, got a piece of it. Stolen by Bender. Young in the corner. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. From 18 feet away. No good on that one.
And really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
The dish to Prez. The tray. Rebound by the Heat. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Sort of representative of how they each finished the season. One a playoff team, the other on the outside looking in. I think things may play out the same way this year, too.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. Clock at 4. Right side, the pass to Bosh. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Johnson outside. Poke loose. On the wing, Booker. Down low, Bender. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
That's just tremendous focus from Bender, just taking the hit.
And so here is Miami. It's a 14-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there, just a lapse of judgment.
Suns leading by 14. Kicks it to Knight. Prez with the ball. Johnson's there. And there's Knight. That's good on the assist by Dudley. 14 points for Brandon Knight.
Man, his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now, primarily because of his effort.
Now here's Waiters. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. He feeds it to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Bosh on the money from 12 feet away. Bosh has got 10.
You just cannot give Bosh that much space or he's going to make you pay.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
We got to get to defending them, and we got to get attacks in the paint without turning it over. Best way to do it is to trust each other right now.
And Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to be both aggressive and efficient. Tall order.
Yeah, and sometimes when the aggressiveness goes up, the efficiency goes down, and vice versa. They're just going to have to walk that line and find a good balance between the two.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. Johnson is out there with Dion Waiters. Then it's James Johnson. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Dishes it to Bosh. Johnson sends the screen for Bosh. He kicks it to Waiters. From outside, off the mark. Suns leading by 16. And there's the feed to Young. There's the pick. Suns moving the ball around. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And so many teams now playing drive and kick offense. Dribble penetration is at a premium. And some players use raw speed. Others just have that feel. What makes, in your opinion, a great slasher?
I think a slasher who really is good at catching the defense off stride, Kevin, is one that just has tremendous timing. A guy that understands his teammate and when it is that his teammate is going to recognize where it is on the floor that he's going to be and when it is that he needs the ball in order to be an effective scorer.
Sometimes without any words, no communication, just a look or just a feel.
Just a quick glance and, you know, they'll do that 2-point dance and all of a sudden that possession's over.
Bang. Goran Dragic is checked in for Johnson. Here's Dragic. Unable to get that one. Good defensive work there by Young. It's tipped. Stolen by Waiters. There's the pass to Whiteside. Second chance shot. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And Pheonix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Prez, no good.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Outside, Dragic. Passes it to Bosh. The 15-footer, and the jumper is good.
Once Bosh finds himself in that kind of rhythm, it's going to be all cotton.
Suns leading by 14. They set the pick. Young dishes to Bender. And Whiteside sends it back. Feeds to Prez. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good. Bender.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the back.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan. Finish this game like they will.
Concussion research, all of it being, I think, now looked at by the NBA and the medical side of the league.
I love the fact, Kevin, that they're using modern-day technology, not just after it is that an athlete gets injured in order to perform a procedure medically to get him back on the floor sooner. Really what NBA teams are investing in is preventative medicine, being able to gauge what it is that players are putting themselves through, the stresses on their body, both mentally and physically, and being ahead of the curve with regards to making sure they prevent these injuries from even happening in the first place.
The science is amazing, isn't it?
Well, I was more of a math student, but yes, science is amazing, Kevin.
Bosh kicks to Dragic. Down low, right side, and it's blocked.
And shooters have to be more careful when Bender is nearby. He's so skilled at rejecting shots. Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. It would have been hard to believe in the past if I told you Chris Bosh would evolve into one of the better three-point shooting bigs in the league. But, Brent, here we are. He's been fantastic beyond the arc.
Well, so many things have changed for Chris Bosh after being a dominant player in Toronto, really controlling the right block and having nobody get in his way. Once coming to Miami and playing with LeBron James, he made a significant shift and took a lot of time and hard work to become a very deadly three-point shooter. Chris Bosh's underappreciated, amazing career continues. Now, really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Here's Booker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
At the line for your Suns.
First free throw is good.
At the line for two.
Good on both. One thing that Coach Spoelstra doesn't get enough credit for is his attention on the defensive end, Brent. Rarely do you see a team he is in charge of struggle on that side of the ball.
I think Spo has so many different ways that he can deploy his defense and gets very creative with the way he uses his active big guys out on screen and rolls. A great defensive mind in the game.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
To the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Pheonix. That's good from Bender on the assist by Young. 17 points for Dragan Bender.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Whiteside kicks to Richardson. Pass to Dragic. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Come on.
And so he hits the technical free throw. On defense, Pheonix. Stolen by Warren. Now here's Bender. He's covered by Whiteside.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
Well, if he was wearing a badge, it'd be one of courage. He rose up and actually took that shot.
Booker against Richardson. And the wide open shot from Warren, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Whiteside a screen. Here's Bosh. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pheonix leading by 11. Here's Warren. Pass to Prez. Fires the three. And it's Dragic with the rebound. to the paint. Here's Bosh, and Chris Bosh with the slam.
Bosh really in a great rhythm in this one. He is shooting the ball at such an efficient rate.
There's the pick. Young passes to Bender. Excellent use of the screen that time. Bender's got 19 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you...
Hey, way to put the squeeze on him, guys. Bring it in. Let's talk.
And the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Dragic with it. Bosh kicks to Whiteside. A second chance effort. And at last, they get one to fall. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Young kicks to Booker. There's a screen. To the inside. Prez lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Suns lead by 11.
And you got to admire the attitude of Prez, staying with his shot despite the D being all over.
Here's Bosh, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Dragan Bender. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
Suns leading by 9. Prez kicks to Booker. He dishes it to Bender. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Heat have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. They get it back. There's Winslow. Nice D from Prez. Pheonix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The dish to Bender. Young outside. Now here's Prez. D right on him. A shot missing.
Shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Here's Bosh. Young with the steal. Kicks it to Prez. To the inside. Warren. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
A phenomenal effort level. These guys came in committed to dictating the action.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Prez. Some solid defense from Bosh.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
So the Suns win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much. Hey, congrats on the win. What is it going to take to keep playing this way going forward?
You know, just us keeping it simple and not trying to force things. When we look too far ahead or don't play at our pace or get caught up in what the other team is trying to dictate, those are other things that throw us off our game. And tonight, we stayed away from all that, and it served us well.
Served you with a W, man.
Yes,
Thank you for your time. Congratulations.
All right, now.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry.
Come to me. Why you gotta